of the okay. I I was not sure. Still okay. Hello everyone. I have streaming mode on. 1 second. Let's write this. I do not. Well, that is unfortunate. Wow, the delay is quite low. Why is the normal delay so long? And why is it so easy to make it shorter? I I don't really get it. Isn't it like more bandwidth? They should make it a premium feature, right? So they make more money. Wouldn't that be amazing? To use ultra low latency, you must pay some money, or maybe out of the revenue from your streams and videos. YouTube, I have amazing ideas now, don't I? I am kidding. Do not do that. I'm still eating some watermelon right now. And I still don't have more scenes set up. I actually forgot to do that. So one thing I do want to do is read the new terms and conditions, or I guess privacy policy, no, the new privacy policy of Stream Elements, because they have been acquired by Razer, and I know that Razer has a pretty bad history of with their terms of use, right? And privacy policies and stuff like that. Alright, so table of contents, what information we collect, how we protect and store your data, how we share your personal data, additional information regarding transfers of personal data, your rights used by children. Used by children? Children use my data? What does that mean? What what the hell does this mean? Oh, used by children. Okay, public information about your activity on the services. How can I delete my account? Links to the interaction with third party. log files, cookies, analytics, California. Okay, so this does not interest us. Me, you probably don't care, but I care slightly. I don't read this. This is a special occasion. Like usually, come on, they already have my data, right? So what can I do? No, I'm kidding. That's a pretty bad way to think about it. How do we protect and store your personal data? We have implemented the appropriate technical. Phew. I should take some speaking therapy. What's it called? I forgot the exact name. Appropriate technical, organizational, and security measures. We have implemented appropriate technical, organizational, and security measures. Oh, okay. To design reduce the risk of accidental destruction or loss. Right now I'm eating watermelon because it is still uh, very hot here, and this fruit I have has been in the fridge for quite a long time. So if I am unable to speak properly, it's probably because of the heat. I think it's getting mushy. I don't like that. I like it when it's crunchy. Okay. Store your personal data with legal regulatory tag. How we share applicable laws. External transfers, yes. External transfers. EU US data privacy framework for the protection of person from within the EU to the United together. You're right. Access information held about you. Request what we amend that request that we amend any personal data that is inaccurate or misleading, erasure of personal data, defense of exercise or defense of legal claims. Okay. Data portability, object profiling. Lodge a complaint with your local data protection supervisory authority. Yeah. How can I delete my account log files? Okay, very interesting stuff. Okay. I uh I suppose that works. Well, I will accept this because I do want to have my chat show up. I also forgot which one I should use. I think this one. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything to compare with. Oh, okay. It does work. Don't get into pyramid scheme. What do you mean, pyramid scheme? No, I am not streaming AI the Somnium files right now. I don't want to play it, okay? I will play it sometime in the future, but I don't know when. I am also not playing Roblox, man. I think I think that works. Does it work? Refresh. Okay, that's good. Right. Geometrie dash. Where are we? So I think last thing I did was make this test level thing, and also I wanted to re-implement saws because there are saws in the game. Like I have them. I've used them in Y step, I think, yes, Y step, and they are still here somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. Spikes. Yes, saw blade. But I want more types of saw blades. I want small saw blades too, and I want to properly make them because right now I think it's just this rot speed. Oh my god. Yeah, no, this is stupid. No. I think I started working on some new textures, but it's kind of hard to work with circular objects. Also, this one I need to add the arrow again. It's probably the texture I remade the most times now. This is like the third time I make it again. One second, I remembered I need to open my chat on my phone because I do not want to keep opening YouTube. Ooh, interesting recommendations. Okay, we are so back. Play Bobloxman, say unendorsed sponsorship of Bobloxman. This stream is sponsored by Bobloxman. Okay, you know what? Send me the link again because I do not want to check my history. I don't have anything there that's actually interesting, but it's kind of boring. Thank you. Okay, chat, today we're playing Roblox Man by Misaki P. Background sound, I don't think I have it added here. Oh, 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 that's so loud. No, 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 no. No, that is not the correct app. Add source. Ooh, what is this thing? Since when is this a thing? Oh, this is so cool. I like this. And if you don't, it even has a preview. Oh, that's so nice. That is so nice. Okay. I think it's Jack input client. Huh. Audio output capture. I think this one. And I set it to my monitor. Does that function? My microphone is all the way up, so oops. I need to add some gain. Let's see. Oh, look, I have this set to negative. Is this better? This is about the usual distance my microphone wants to have from my face. Okay. That is amazing. So, Boblox.
You know, we're gonna send you someplace that you're not gonna like.
And he's like, I'm not afraid of
pizza!
I said,
Pizza!
I never said I was gonna send you to
Pizza!
I'm gonna send you to...
What did it say there? I thing it plays. Finally some gameplay. No.
He could only have gotten that idea from... That's it.
What made you decide to add? What made you decide to add this guy's clips?
go. What?
Do not go. What if I want to go? No, actually I need to go. Goodbye, Bablaxman. Hello. Geometrie Dash. What did I want to say there? I don't actually know. Okay. So, almost everything is working as intended. Let me move this stuff out of my way. Okay. Oops. A bit too high. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. One last thing I do really want to add. Not hear me. How come? How? Oh, this is too loud. Well, I already turned away all my viewers, which were one person. That is great. Hello. 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 Okay. Now, that's enough. Hey. Okay. Hey. Right. Okay. Now. 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 One. 1 to 20. Now you hear me, okay? You have to hear me. That is great. Right, so what I wanted to add last time or something, I vaguely remember, is portals. Portals should have a special object edit menu. And to do that, I added types in the game, which basically means that on almost any object, no, on all objects, I can just run a function like get type and see the type of objects I'm dealing with, and also have in that type the appropriate object edit menu and stuff. I think that is the last thing I wanted to add. Okay. Where was I? But actually I do not want to do that on stream because it's pretty boring. The Matildas is almost done. Yes. The basic stuff is almost done. And now is I need to add all the menus and actually finish the API implementation. And that will be the most boring thing. Not boring, it will be relatively hard if stuff does not go right. If stuff does go right, then it should be easy. And so the only real part of this whole thing that needs a lot of attention is all the menus. So first of all, account management, menus, subject editing, no, help, I don't remember. Account management here. So this is fun. I need no, a VBox, a vertical box container, and I want it to be like here, like this. And now actually no, I want another container which fills the whole thing like this, and I want the VBox container in this other container. Contained by itself serves no purpose unless the script configures it. I must remember it wrongly then. This one is the right container. Center container. Yeah, I do want it to be centered. Now, this is the login. And the other one should be when the player is already logged in. And on the login screen, I will also have an option to register. So maybe it's like authentication. Yeah, that's alright, I think. What do we need? We need the title, so a label. What is the general name for logging in or registering? I need to search that up. I'm too lazy to change the title and all that if one wants to register instead of logging in. Oh, Reddit. Save me. Oh, yeah. Login, sign up. That makes sense. What message do I have? Oh no, it's just an old notification. Why does Discord have the worst notifications? Like, someone could send me a message and the notification on my phone only shows up after 10 minutes. That's kind of stupid. That works, right? And line edit. Yeah. I also wanted to like cover the whole thing. They are container sizing. Oh, I can't do that. Very interesting. I suppose I don't really need this. I am sorry for going missing for like a month. I have been quite busy doing stuff. Okay, this one should be like email or username. I think just username. I actually forgot what was required to make an account. I have not checked out the API in a long time, so I'm going to check it out now. Okay, Geometrie, the server API and the route user. Oh, right, this thing. Where did I put the thingy? I kind of forgot. Oh, here. Right. User register check, username, password. Okay. So I just need a username and a password. The line edit. What were the I want a bit of padding. I don't remember exactly where I had that. It's content margins. Why are there no margins? 5 on each side. At least. Okay, that's better. I'll just copy the same one here, paste. And I also want the font size to be 20, 22, 22 works. And this one too. 22. This one too, 22. That rhymes. Separation 8, I believe, should work. $28 here. Should I add something? Should I add a joke here? What joke? A reference, not joke. Or joke, I suppose. Oh, John Dash. John Dash. I don't have other language packs enabled, so I cannot write the shoe. So I will have to use the equivalent. Does the server work? Theoretically, yes. I have some tests for it, and the tests last time I worked on it did function. They returned a check mark. They returned green. And green always means good, right? So duplicate. Okay. Password. Let's see. Secret. Yes, I want it to be secret. Placeholder. No, I'll just say password 1, 2, 3. I don't know, something's not Right, it's way too small. Why is it so small? I want the font size to be bigger. 28. Yeah, that's better. I suppose I want another VBox container for each of these ones. Username. And I just realized I don't need the OK button unless the user is registered. Then yeah, I can use the OK button, or could use a close button. And guess what? I do not have any icon for closing a menu. I do not have an X button, I think. I've never had to use one. Yes, I am alive. So let's see. I now use Krita because it is easier to use than other tools. I have LibreSprite that also kind of works, but it doesn't work as well. I also have the old Geometrie Dash. This is like very old, like first version old. Everything was in the same folder old. How did I do this? I have no idea how I managed to make a game like this. This sucks. Wait, do I not even have the actual game here? No, these are only the assets. Okay, so I was not that stupid. I was not that stupid. Which one contained the icons? This one. Image resize canvas. Okay, width. What is this width? What is this 160? No, it should be a power of 2. What's the nearest power of 2? I don't know, actually. I think it's 256 something. It doesn't even matter. There's no reason to use powers of 2 here. It's a pretty light game with pretty small textures. But just in case, these ones, yeah, I did have to improve them quite a bit. I think they're pretty nice now, quite usable. Right, so I just need this, but in the same style as the other ones. I'm still not very familiar with Krita. Yeah, I made it like randomly when I just wanted to make a placeholder for the portals, the ones that I did not have a game mode for yet. I just made this question mark and I reused it in the help menu in the editor. I forgot which one. Oh, this. No. Oh, what was the button? Yeah, this one. I reused it here, and I suppose I'll reuse it when I need a question mark. I'll just use this icon because it looks quite cool. Back to account management. How big should this be? 26? Well, now that I think about it, if I have the same difference between them, then I do not need another one of those containers. Yeah. This works, right? The title should be bigger. 34. And what else? Do I have some sort of spacer? Or maybe in this case it would be not a panel. I don't know, an empty element that I can resize. A rectangular box that displays only a color button on this rectangle. That's useful. I did not know this existed. From what I know, this tree item is the same thing used both here and here too, I think. Actually, no, this is something else, but this tree item is the same node used in the editor, like in Godot itself, which I really like. It's not exactly the same, but like it's based on this one. I just want a simple container in between in case I do want to separate these a bit more. Yeah. Isn't that nice? What's next? An HBox container now. With 2 buttons, which should be the same as the OK button. The 6. Very interesting. Why did they seem to go on the side? I don't know actually. Log in. Custom minimum size at least 180. A bit much. 172. Still a bit much. 150. That works. $48. Yeah. There is one thing that annoys me about the outline, the text outline. I think it's because of the font. It's not because of Godot itself. If the text is too small and the outline is too big, then it kind of creates these empty gaps inside the text, which look really ugly. Really ugly. I don't like them. But that also means that I can make the font size a bit bigger. Wait, the original sizes were okay. They worked. Oh, I'm stupid. Bloody hell. Team operate. No. 180. Yeah, that looks good, right? How does this look, chat? Is this acceptable? I suppose the text can still be a bit bigger. Like 40 here. $32 here. Okay, now does this look right? I think it looks right. I mean, what? How complex can you get with something like this? But now I do need something else here. I need another panel. And panel. Now that I think about it, the art pop-up should be another thing, like a separate scene. It's kind of hard. Not necessarily another scene, but like, yes. I have to add another node, control node in this case. No, just a simple control. Make it cover the whole screen. Add a color rect that covers the whole screen. Copy this color. Add it here. Add another panel with the theme being this. Oh no, and I want another style for this pop-up. Like I want a dark, I want a gray version of this. Let me see. In Krita. Oh, and I still didn't make this. Okay. Let me finish this design and then I also add what did I want to make? It's so hot here that I keep forgetting what I wanted to do like a minute ago. I want to make the background. Let's see. I want the background to be a little bit. Okay, I want it to be a little bit darker. Like this. Yeah, that's great. That's great. One good thing about this program is that I can just add the layer style, a stroke, size 3 pixels. Yeah. Instead of multiply, it's normal. But it should be black. Why is it white? Transparent. Oh yeah, the opacity. Yeah, see, this works. But it's a bit rounded. A bit too rounded. And a bit too big. Which I do not want. Yeah, I can work with this. Want to be careful so it looks kind of nice. Okay. That is better. And now we flatten it. No, wait, that doesn't work. The icon is still bigger than it should be normally. Like, I have to cut it. To be a bit shorter, not too short. Mm. 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 Okay. And that is better. Now I can flatten the layer and draw. There's also a way to add a line, but it's kind of bad. Like it doesn't really work for me. It is what it is. This is why I preferred Paint.net. It had a lot more plugins and stuff. Okay. The pixel snapping isn't that bad. Great. That is nice. But I also want to add the little dark thing. Not sure exactly where. Like this. Perchance. Is this alright? I think it's nice. I think I can use it. The view. Show pixel grid. Oh, it doesn't show at this much. And this little zoom. This is a lot of zoom. This is little zoom. This is a lot of zoom, little zoom. Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee. Alright, I'm done with this. It's fine. Yeah, just say it. So instead of an OK button, I'll have an exit button. Animated texture button. Oopsie. No, I do not want a button in my button. I do not want buttons squared. That sounds bad. I want my buttons to be round in this situation. Was that funny? Right, cause it's like squared, but I want it to be round. Okay. Textures, normal. I'll just copy some button here. Anything but this. Anything but this. Delete, pause. Yeah. Where is pause? Have undo, redo, menu. This. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Paste. And that's amazing. Keep aspects and then an icon inside a texture rect goes this in the middle, and the texture is an atlas texture of the icons. Yeah, of this edit region. That's nice. Ooh, oh wow. It's still hot. It's night and it's still really hot in my room. I need to go get some water so I don't die. La 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 la. No, delete. Delete. Yes, delete. Welcome, player. Welcome. As I realized I need Docker on this thing, and I do not have Docker installed, so I cannot run my API. I mean, I can run it without Docker. I don't necessarily need Docker to run it, but it's easier. Welcome, player. What should the player be able to do here? Perhaps this, but like log out. Yeah, what you logged in, and the first option you have log out, and then no other options. You can log in, and what can you do with that? You can log out after that. So do you log out so you can log in, or do you log in so you can log out? Well, of course you have to log in first to log out, so you could only the only reason you would log in is to log out, right? You don't need anything else. All that web infrastructure just to let you log in and out. Okay, 1 second, people. If there's anyone watching, I need to go to the bathroom. And I also want to add some text. Font, I don't know. I don't have any fonts installed. Except Oxygen course. Oh, that's funny. It's so big. Why did someone make this font? It seems weird to me, because this is like a really interesting font. Ooh. Top 5 series tus cares. Número 5. E-Gamer. Wake up. Ooh, new. Oh. What is that? Um, Insider information. Um, ads on Roblox are coming, which is amazing actually. Greatest news of this year, aside from Geometrie Dash being close to finished. Okay, so now I need to work on this pop-up. And to do that, I need to open another tab on Krita. Let's see, files. I forgot buttons, I think. Yeah, button sheet. I think I kind of need to rename this. No. Come on. Button sheet. Open in new document. Okay. What changes did I make to the picture? I'm not sure. It looks the same. Must be nothing significant. Okay, so this is the menu. I can just use this then. Can't I? I should be able to. There's a pixel. There's an extra pixel here. Oh no. That's terrible. Let me change that. I'm going to change it right now. Yeah, no, that's horrible. Actually, I don't know. That's not an extra pixel. Just that I wanted to add some kind of blending here, and I did not do it correctly. Something must have happened. I think that's okay. Then Alright. And the same thing applies here. So how would it look if I decided to copy this, but change the what's it called, subregion? Yeah, change the subregion to this. It's a bit light, which is kind of an issue. Wow, pretty cool updates on Poblox. Twitch Duck is live, playing every Mario platformer. Sponsor. Okay. Fine, he has sponsors. Who would sponsor this guy? Also, new Godot's dev 4.8 dev 3. That's pretty cool. Team development, snapshot articles, builds character. Pretty cool stuff in 4.8. I think I will be upgrading to 4.8 when it does come out. 4.7 I had no real reason to change to it. Like, oh hello, look. It's a gamer again. There are two iGamers on the screen right now, which is more than there should be. Image resize canvas. Width. Do I increase the width or the height? I think I will increase the height by however large this is. Oh, look. Oh, I just noticed. In the corner, it says how large the selection is. That's quite cool. I did not know that. I just noticed it. It would have been a lot more useful in the past. So yeah, I suppose I'll be making it a bit higher. 128 plus how large is that? I think it's 210. 210. No, that's impossible. Why would it be 210? 128 plus 32. 160. Right? Yeah. I forgot how to count, I suppose. Layer, which is it? Filters, adjust, which is lightness minus 30. Okay, and I also want it to be a little like should I do something cool? I think I should do something cool. I'm going to paint over it. Yes, preserve alpha. And it's going to be a blue. But like a greenish blue. And I want the filtering to be like multiply. No, I said multiply. Yeah, kinda like that, but not that powerful. Maybe the color a little bit lighter blue. Still a bit too strong. Kinda like that, maybe. When do I have notifications on? Yes, do not disturb. Okay, that's a nice shade of blue. Very interesting one. But perhaps a bit bluer and more pronounced. Yeah. Okay. When I resize, can I change the filtering? Manage canvas input. Resize canvas. And that's no, I don't want auto saving right now. Base cursor tools. No, 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 no. Anonymous. How can I do this? That's so cool. Want to change the like right. Bicubic hermite length nearest neighbor. When I'm in a based competition and my opponent is nearest neighbor, I have no chance of winning. Nearest neighbor is so good. I hit like and subscribe. What? Oh, layer style stroke. What the hell? Huh. Yeah. See, that's nice. That works. Okay, and now the thing is, I need some sort of loading icon. Perhaps I could add one right here. And the loading icon, I suppose, should be an animated sprite. That would be really cool to have like the default icon. Okay, I'm back. Let's proceed with whatever I wanted to implement. An animated loading icon, that would be really. Well, I'm not sure. No, I won't do it right now. I'll just make some sort of. Let's see. What's this? What is? Oh, it's gone. There was a little thing here. I don't know what it was. Yeah, that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Very interesting. I haven't used Krita in a while, so I'm exploring stuff. Of course, because it's multiply. I specifically set it to like something else. Oh no, and also I did not notice this brush smoothing. That would have been so useful. Will the servers be working soon? Well, I hope so. I don't know. It probably won't take much. Maybe the hosting will take a bit to set up. I don't know, for some reason it doesn't want to work. Oh, alpha, preserve alpha, of course. Yeah, that was the issue. Is this the smallest icon I can make? I think it is. I think it's the smallest icon. That looks relatively interesting and relevant. And now we implement this icon. Save the texture. Okay. Nothing broke, right? I can go in here and yeah, it's fine. Add a loading sprite. Or ooh, wait a second. No, it works. Graph texture rect in the middle, and the texture ls texture atlas, this thing, select region. Isn't that cute? Search mode scale, keep aspect centered. Expand mode? Huh. Oh, I think that's how it expands when the icon is too big or something. The pivot offset. Well, I want it to be about 64 pixels in size. Right, so it looks nice. And the pivot offset ratio 0.5. Now when I rotate it, it rotates in the middle. do I add an animation controller? Animation player. What is an animation controller? And I'll just add this scale. Yeah. Not scale. Why scale? Rotation. Of course. From 0 to 360, I think. Marker. Why is it marker? What is a marker? Why would I need a marker? Okay. What else? Visibility. Maybe modulate. I could add like an effect where it as 0.5 and yeah. This is okay, right? Using 0.2 understand. No, 0. And this is 0.2. This looks like Roblox. Which is interesting. Maybe 0.3 would look even better. I think this looks alright. Label. Oh, you know what would be cool if I have a script. It generates like some. No, it takes from a list of joke like messages, and it places them randomly at intervals. That would be cool and quite funny. Come on, I have some jokes. Right. Big pop-up. One menu, main menu. No, I want to have where are the scripts. Do I not have any scripts relating to... No, I suppose I don't have any. Right. Then I suppose I will be placing one in here, because I only have UI elements here for some reason. I don't know. Hmm. I suppose I should make some kind of loading thing. Mm, I really want to. I won't do it right now. I'll do it off camera. Uh, let's just add the script and see how the API would work. Let's also clone the API somewhere, so I actually have it. This new tab cd. Is it cd? I guess. Nokia games. I don't have anything for APIs. There's a pixel on my P that is disappearing. No, it's not doing it anymore, but it was a problem previously. Now it doesn't happen. Very weird. Okay. Let me check the URL. It's public, so I do not remember exactly what. So if I have the property run on start set to true, then npm test. Alright. It runs tests for the API. That makes sense, I suppose. Wait, why? What the hell? Context.api Docker file. Oh, Docker file. I have a Docker file here. I'm checking to see. Node 22 Alpine. Alpine is really cool. Like the latest Linux, most minimal Linux installation. Right. Well, I'm really worried about this because I need to check these dependencies. bcrypt.env express validator JSON web token MySQL to semver. Dev dependencies faker husky supertest vitess. Why are both of these here? There aren't that many things in here. Like stuff that is independent and because I'm really worried right now, right? This was before all the vulnerability were introduced, like when they started getting a lot of fake updates. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but like it would take a lot of time if I did it manually. Maybe I can use, in this situation at least, an LLM, because it is quite difficult. I can do it, but it's not now. I don't even know if I have Node installed. Let's see, Node. Right. Node 22 then. Node.js 22. Bin. I'd rather not update a node right now. Are there any new node versions? Yeah, 22.23.2. I suppose that's the... This is the current version. And is this also long-term support? Yeah. Actually no, wait, this is 23.1. Which is the latest version. This one, it was released last month, quite recently actually. To LTS, unexpected behavior, released the prior month. Okay, maybe it doesn't really matter that much, right? Yeah, I trust myself a little. Maybe that's not a good idea, but I do for now. What? What? Wait. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, CD here and nodes test. Um, was it node installer node? Or npm install? Yeah, npm, because that is the package manager. Oh boy, 5 vulnerabilities, 1 low, 1 moderate, 3 high. npm audit. So why is Vita here? Oh, these are both on Windows. Which one is high? Post CSS. Post XSS via unescaped style in its CSS Thingify output. Oh wow, that's quite bad. Arbitrary varied information disclosure via attacker control source mapping in CSS comments. CSS comments, path traversal in previous source map, auto loadings leads to arbitrary .map file disclosure. What the hell? Form data. CRLF injection in form data via unescape multipart field names and file names. Okay, I'm going to check those later. Not important right now. Let me test. Oh. Error connection refused. Yeah, because I do not have the MySQL instance running. Oh no. I kind of need Docker for that. Hmm. Oh well, I suppose we are not testing the API right now, but I do at least want to check the code. Okay, sign up. We check for any errors. There are errors, you get success false. So this success should always be returned. Always. Should I put success? Yes, I do not have semicolons at the end. I haven't actually used those a lot in any JavaScript I have written. Not that I've written a lot of JavaScript. This is a pretty small application, right? I don't think I need a lot of things. Right, so when we sign up, we get the username and the password. We also first check the schema. We check for the with remit, is alphanumeric, is length, escape through. This checks for spaces in the password. We never store the password. We only store like the hash, so that's not a problem, I think. Well, is the stream still running? Yes. That is quite nice. That's word like, is my stream still online? And I think it's better to have that worry than to find out after 30 minutes that you've been talking to nothing. Not that anyone is watching right now. No one is watching my stream. It's 12 a.m. for me. It's very late. It's very late. Alright, we hash the password and then we get the hash and we query the database to insert into users with the name username and the password the hash. Then we get the row and fields and we return the ID. Yeah, we get the ID of the user that just logged in with the success parameter, and if not, duplicate entry. We're going to send that JSON success false message. Here in the next parameter, I actually forgot where the next is. I believe it is in index.js. Error message, add that message. Musgu. How about we just send an error message? Am I right or am I right, lads? Okay. That's right, I think. Control X, send JSON. Date success. False. Error. Message. Never come with that username was found. Right. That's a pretty nice addition. Oh no, we're on the main branch. Uh-oh. No. So, in the game itself, when I sign up, I guess register. I await the send request. We we await for the request to be completed. We remove the request. Return the result. Right. So it shouldn't be that hard. Should I use export variables or onReady variables? I think I should use export variables. Ow! Ow, my phone almost fell out of my hands on the floor. And my screen protector, it's kinda fucked. Sorry for using foul language, but it's true. It's in a really bad state. If it falls down again, it's going to explode. I think that is going to be quite concerning when it does happen. Maybe not that bad, right? Explosions are cool. They look quite nice when they are CGI. Not so much in real life, I think. Okay, export variable, username text box. Username input. Line edit. Password. Also line edit. Export register button. Just button, I suppose. Login button, also just button. What music should I add to the stream? Because I said I'm going to add music and I did not get to implementing that. I don't even know. Wait, I need to send a funny GIF. Okay, I sent the funny GIF. The world is saved. When the scene is ready, what do we say? We check for the player data. So player data, I believe. Yes, player data. When we go to player data, we have the player save data. Okay. And here we also have the account details and the progress. Question in the edit here. I should have an initialization script, and in the users I have an ID, a name, a pass, permissions, created that. Okay, I suppose I will need some more details for each user. Also in the levels, I have a thing where when you create a level, it also checks for some exclusion zones. So let's say I want to allocate these levels for main ones. For these levels. And there should never be a level with ID 0. That shouldn't happen. What else do I have? I also have some kind of a transaction here. Okay, what do I do? I haven't worked this on this for 3 months, so I did forget everything I did. Not everything, but like most of it. I begin a transaction, then I query next level ID from level ID allocatable ID equals 1 for update. Then I have the next level ID. We get the next ID, the next available ID from here. It checks the ranges. We return connection.query. Then level ID. Now this I don't really understand. Level ID plus 1. I don't know, but I think it returns this. It returns the level ID here after we get the query. Oh, after we update the current next level ID to the next available level ID in the database. And then with the final level ID, we insert into the level all of this stuff. Title, description, author name, author ID, which we get from the request, from the token, the song ID, the length of the level, the version of the game the level was made in, the original ID, the level data, and then we commit the action, we commit the transaction. And then we return success, the ID of the level, and maybe I should also return some other stuff. Then catch, if there is an error, we return the connection. Okay, return connection rollback. Then we throw an error which gets cached here, I believe. And in the end we also release the connection. I think this is to update. Yes, update. And yeah, no, this seems alright. This is fine. Here is the rate and comment. Also, I absolutely hate all the like this if comments in Geometry Dash. Like, what the hell? Those are why do people like those? Or dislike those? Why do people follow the instructions? It's bullshit. Actually, good comments get hidden by like this if you're not gay. They want me to like it. Why? What? Okay, maybe that's not the greatest example. Like this, if this level should be deleted. Why? Why would you like it? No, these are bad examples I'm giving. I have to go in the game and search for some. It wouldn't take long. Also, this I think kinda works. I am not sure. This is a view of the ratings from here relative to the level. Okay. Back to this. I also want to add a custom like thingy. So I'm going to set application string prod API URL, and it's a string. Does it show? Oh. No, so in the config. So it's this. Or maybe when you run, config run, I don't know. Yeah, that's. I actually did not know it's that easy to create custom project settings. I honestly did not know. So first of all, we check the global. Should be a global thingy. Yeah, player data. Lol. Player data dot data dot account dot or user ID. I don't know. I am so bored. No, bored. I'm very tired, I think. I've been streaming for 3 hours now. Something. Yeah, about 3 hours. And that. It's user ID. I wouldn't know. Update account, yes, user ID. Which is an integer. Okay, so if it's 0, it's not valid. Right? So it's not 0, then we want to I know they're not tabs, but what other name could I use? Var out. No, command tab, debox container. So if we do have an if we do have an account, we hide the authentication container when we show the account management container. And we also not export category. Authentication, and we also have the account management. And here we have title, label, a label, title label that text equals what? I forgot, can you add strings together? I suppose so. Username, right? It's username. Yes, username. Else, we just hide the account tab. Okay, lads. I think it's been a while now, hasn't it? It's unfortunate that I cannot test Ruben Sim MoneyGram Windows Kiosk PC. It's unfortunate that I cannot test the API right now. That's unfortunately a result of my inability to, not inability, but inability to remember to install Docker. And I do not want to do that right now. I'll do it tomorrow if I get the chance. Until then, I think it's alright. I think where we have left off is alright. It's okay. One last thing though. Textures, texture effect. export variable, pop-up message, no simple label. Okay, that's enough for today. Good night, everyone. We are making progress. I think it won't take much longer for this game to be functional. Thanks for watching. Good night. 'Cause I just lost my tongue, and my brother showed me how to chase the bank. But right in the field I had to make the bank. The day someone's gone, wish I could take you back.